All right, guys. Today we're gonna do a special breakfast. It's gonna be, I don't have a name for it. So watch till the end to figure it out because I'm, creating it as we go. So first, you take these big thingies, okay, zucchinis, whatever they're called, and you cut them into as thin slices as you can, you know, like this, okay? So this is step number one, all right? And in a second, we'll move to step number two. Okay, guys, so now step number two, we have a pan, non-stick pan with vegetable oil. We heat it up and then we fry them. Just like 30 seconds on each side. You don't need to fry them until they're like golden brown. Just to give them a little bit of color and that kind of a, accentuation of the taste, whatever it's called. Okay? And then you pepper them to taste. And you salt them up just a bit for the moment. Because we're gonna be doing stuff later. Okay? And then you wait for like 30 seconds on each side. And then you flip them. I'll show you how. Okay? The minute they have a little bit of color, no, a little bit more. So let's give them another 10 seconds. Yeah. See, they're like softened. I need to soften them because I want to roll them. So I'm going to make sure they're softened. Problem is they soak a lot of oil, but anyway, this is not a very heavy dish. The only thing here is oil, the rest is quite healthy. So I'm gonna flip them now. See, there's a little bit golden. That's enough. So then I'm smiling because I can't get grip of this one, okay? By the way, Selena today is not showing because she's handling all the photography and the technical aspects of the mission. She's behind the scene running the camera. So give it up to Selena, our producer slash, director today. You can hear it giggling in the background. Okay, so basically you get the picture. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this until they're a little bit golden and come back. Right, so now, as you can see, we've done these. They're now cooked, slightly fried, they're tender. We're gonna leave them for like a few minutes to cool down. And then I'll show you the third step actually. Alrighty, so we're at step number three. So we're gonna make the sauce. So first, we're gonna do is we're gonna take some tomatoes that I had before. You don't need to like worry about chopping them. I just chop them like coarse. You know, they're like 4 medium-sized tomatoes. Oops, drop one. Okay, put them here. And drop the second one. Then you take 1 carrot, that's enough. Just put it in. Don't worry about how the shape it is. And I'm dropping stuff on the floor. Yeah, that goes with the cooking, don't worry. So here's another carrot, okay, you can see it, we're good. Okay, these ones, spring onions, okay? So the spring onions also, you can just go ahead with your hands. Dump them in because we're going to blend all this, so don't worry about the shape of it. Then I have the green bell pepper. Destroy it and put it in. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is done. Then I'm going to have some leftover tomato paste, that was left over from the previous pasta dish that I was doing. So put 3 generous tablespoons. Yeah, that should do it. And then I have here some very nice black olives. Okay, so what you do is you need to take the pit out and put the whole thing inside, of course, apart from the pit. So put like 4 of these. Okay. And then salt and pepper to taste, okay? And then blend the whole thing. And we'll come back in a second to show you the fourth step. Okay, so now we blended the whole mix into very, very nice kind of a juicy sauce. You can see it here. It's so good, you know. This is gonna be so yummy. You empty it in a big Pyrex pan, because what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a fantastic breakfast, brunch, no matter what you wanna call it. So now we pour it in the bottom of this. We'll bring our little babies. You remember the ones that we fried before? Okay. So now what we're gonna do is simple. We're gonna roll them into, I'll show you how. I'll make one sample here, you know. You roll them into nests. So you do like that, and like that, and you turn it into a beautiful nest, and you place it inside that thing. See how? Okay, you do another one. Okay. Keep it large enough because we're gonna crack an egg in it. I mean, not a full egg, I mean, we're gonna have an egg mixture and we're gonna crack it in it. So the ones that are a bit thick, like this one, make it a bit bigger so they have more egg mixture in them, you know? So they become like more tasty. All right, I'll finish this and we'll come back to show you step number 5. All right, now I have to do my egg mixture. I have 4 eggs. We crack 4 eggs into a little bowl. All right, and then we add salt and pepper to taste. Okay, don't overpower it with salt and pepper. All right, and then we do a little bit of milk so that we can give it this creamy texture. Here's a dash of milk. All right, here's salt and pepper. And to finish it off, I have, you know, some chopped parsley. I like chopped parsley. Give me a fork, Selena, all right? And then what you do is you whip it up, okay? And you pour it on top of the thingy. So here we go. We're gonna, give me a spoon, Selena, so that I can, you know, pour it on top of these. Okay. So keep doing it, and Selena's blocking the whole camera. All right, nice work of director slash producer. Going straight in front of the camera. Okay, that should do it. Now, I'm gonna pour a little bit in each. See that? I'm not sure if it's showing. Yeah, it's showing on the camera here. I'm going to try to do it like this closer. Be very careful. I mean, the idea is not to have anything spill out. I mean, but this is not that easy. Oh my God. Oh no, please don't. Okay. Here. Here. I think we're exactly the same, the perfect amount. Because you have to remember, when the eggs will cook, they will actually increase in volume. So this goes into the oven for 10 to 20 minutes, let's say 20 minutes solid. And then I'll show you the next step. All right, so now, you remember the same pan where we grilled the zucchini. You know, we're gonna keep the same kind of nice yummy stuff that's at the bottom of the pan. Add a little butter, okay? Melt it in. The butter will give it that creamy texture and will take in all these flavors that were at the bottom of the pan. Okay, once the butter melts completely, then usually what I do, I would have chopped some mushroom, fresh mushroom, but today I'm going to use frozen mushroom because I have a lot of it in the freezer. So, but you can use fresh mushroom, that's going to be even better. But this one is actually good. That's a fresh mushroom that is, you know, frozen without any chemicals and stuff like that, so it's not bad. So here we go. Now the problem with this, it's watery, so it's going to turn into a little soup at the beginning before it dries. So that's the difference when you do a frozen thingy. You're going to have the water melting, you know, when you first throw it into the pan. So you have to be patient until the water evaporates, and then the cooking process will start. So here we go. See these little chunks of mushroom that are like all coiled up. Okay, put them here. Put that here. There's a little left in the bag. And here we go. The whole thing goes in. Okay. Okay. And you keep stirring until the whole thing melts down. You know, as I told you, first we're gonna get a lot of water coming in. Don't be scared. Just wait until it dries. Put it on high heat, not on low heat. Okay? We'll come back in a second and show you the result. Alright, fellas, we're back. So as you can see, there's a lot of water. It will evaporate eventually. So meanwhile, we're gonna salt. I'm using Himalayan salt, but you can use regular salt, but I like this one. It has like this earthy flavor. Je ne sais quoi. Then we're gonna put some nice. Okay, now that we salted and peppered and everything, we put a dash of milk. Just a dash, not too much, like I would say a third of a cup. Then my magic ingredient is grated Parmesan. Just a little, gives it a flavor. You don't need much. Okay? Some kind of, you know, maybe 1 teaspoon of garlic. You can use fresh garlic. I'm using a paste because I'm lazy today, but you can use fresh garlic. And here comes my magic sprinkle, I like to call, is my onion powder that I like to add to this kind of sauce, whatever you want to call it. Gives it a beautiful taste. Let's mix all this in. Okay, as you can see, it will thicken. It will thicken a bit, just a bit, but you still have to keep it on the fire. We need this water to be out. You know, we need this water to evaporate. I would say reduce it to a third of what it is now. Okay, and once you do that, okay, I'm not gonna wait for it, but technically you have to wait until the water is out, like up to a third, and then you add grated mozzarella. I have one that is frozen. It turned into a big rocky lump, but it's okay. It will melt and ooze into this sauce. We'll come back in a second and show you how it goes. Okay, so I put here like a half a cup of rice. You can use any rice. I'm using whatever I have. I have basmati. So I put half a cup. I'm gonna put another quarter a cup. So 2/3 of a cup of rice, any rice. If you have sticky rice kind of thing, Italian rice is better. I'm left with some leftover basmati, so I'm using it. Now I'm gonna turn this into a beautiful risotto. So, okay, we keep stirring it on very low heat, and then we keep adding water as we go. Give me some water, Selena. I think it needs a little bit of water. Okay. Yeah, this one I would do. So as you go along, there is no quantity of water that you need to know. It's just you keep adding until you cook the rice and until it gets to the risotto texture. So we're gonna keep doing this, adding water, low heat, stirring. Don't ever let go of this one. Don't go watch a movie, flip through your emails, read your messages. You're gonna ruin it. You have to stay focused on this one. Every time that you see that the water is reduced and that the rice is still crunchy, add more water and keep doing this until the rice is cooked. All right? Okay, so these babies have been actually in the oven for 30 minutes. I was planning for 20, but I put a lot of sauce. So it took 20 minutes to get them like to cook properly. 30 minutes, sorry. Now that they're out of the oven, while they're hot, you know, we're gonna use these little mozzarella balls. Be generous, like put a lot on top of each, you know, depending on how big is the, you know, little nest that we did, okay? Oh my God, this is gonna be yummy, Selena.
I'm already hungry staring at it.
I know, just hold your horses, it's gonna come, it's food, yummy food that Daddy made.
I know.
Oh my God, my hands. So, here we go. This is gonna be like awesome. Don't be scared to indulge in something like this because this is healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the beauty about these dishes
is they're healthy and they look good and they taste good.
Yeah, and at the same time, see, let's say you have a big appetite.
Yeah.
And
these are very healthy, so you can eat like 5.
Out of that. It doesn't matter because they're so healthy. Now,
So you can
give
eat
me the
like
middens,
5.
give me the red middens, and try not to block the whole camera. Can you give them from the back?
Yeah.
All right, nobody saw, but I have red middens. Voila. Okay, this will go into the oven again. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna broil it so that the cheese will melt, and then it will get a little bit golden on the top, and then we take it out. Okay, now guys, for the risotto, we're almost there. As you can see, I've tasted the rice. It's cooked. Now all I need to do is bring it to this kind of a creamy texture, get the water to evaporate. We're almost there. I think we need another 2 to 5 minutes. I don't need to add more water. I'm getting there as we speak. For those of you who like a cheesy risotto, feel free to add some more cheese. I think I will add a couple of more cheeses or slices of cheese, whatever you have left over in the fridge. You can throw them in and get a cheesy texture, okay? And then I'll show you what happened with the other ones that are in the oven. We'll come back in a minute. So I have some raclette cheese that was left over in the fridge. I'm gonna add this in. This will give a nice also smoky flavor to the risotto. You can add anything, Emmental, mozzarella, Parmesan, but the problem with Parmesan it gives a flavor but doesn't get it like all stringy and cheesy. So you need something that melts well. So here we go. I think the risotto is done, Mrs. Selena. Can you smell it? Here you go. Can you smell it?
It smells pretty good.
Yeah, I know. It has mushrooms. I know you're not a big fan of mushrooms.
I hate mushrooms.
No, but hold on. You will taste this one and you will go like, wow, what is that? Trust me, this is completely different.
Fine,
from like,
I trust you.
thank you, man. Okay, we'll show you what's happening in the oven. We'll take the other stuff from the oven, come back in a minute. Okay, it's out of the oven. Selena, look at this. Honestly, it's so good. I think today, don't touch it so hot. I think today I nailed it. Really.
Yum.
It looks yummy, looks amazing. You don't like it?
No, I like it. That's why I said yum.
Yum. Okay, I'm getting the risotto. Just hold it so we can get the risotto into the picture here.
I'm getting hot
Okay,
already.
here's the risotto, fellas. Okay, here's our risotto. It's becoming... Okay, now what we do, we're gonna dish it so you can see how we serve this. So first you put a little bit of risotto on the side, okay? And here we go. That's a little bit of risotto on the side here, okay? Give me a tissue, Mrs. Leona. Leona is my assistant also today. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dish it. So we're gonna take one nice piece of this beautiful dish here. There we go. If you want more sauce,
Yeah.
don't be afraid. And then clean up the rim. And the final touch, I'll show you the final touch. Now the final touch is I have some parsley, I have some parsley that I chopped. I'm gonna get it. And here we go.
Oh.
Perfetto. And now you can see it's a beautiful dish. Selena, now for the tasting, okay?
Can someone give me a
We'll
fork?
come back in a minute for the tasting. See you.
Okay.
All right, so, moment of truth.
Yeah.
This is-
I don't know what to start
You want to go
with.
for the cheese? I can see it in your eyes. You want to go for the cheese?
Yeah, I wanna go.
Dig in, like, go all the way down. Cheese, then eggs, then sauce. Yeah, try to get it all in one bite. Yeah. No, that one's gonna be tricky. You need a knife. Yeah. Okay. All right. Blow on it. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Super hot.
So hot.
Okay. You wanna go for the risotto? No, really. First, judgment.
That's really good.
Mm.
The cheese is very cheesy. When you
Okay.
put it into your mouth, it dissolves, and I like it. Yeah, I just like it. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know what
Go
to
for
say.
the risotto.
I don't really like mushrooms.
Try it. It's actually good. See? See? Okay, fellas. I think we also have a success story today. We'll go and eat these things here, enjoy them. See you around for the next video.
Subscribe!